on this week's show we have a Armenian band, the Bambir. Is that right?
Bambir, yes.
Bambir, yes. How are we doing, guys?
Great.
Good stuff indeed. So, so tell us, you are actually here now for the next couple of months in Ireland.
Months, yes.
Yeah.
And we came maybe less than a month ago. Nice, having fun on the island, playing shows, gigs. Wonderful.
Very good indeed. And then, what actually made you come to Ireland to play?
Myths, Irish myths.
Irish myths.
Yes. Let's be short. I don't know. A lot of things. I think Ireland, the world, whole of the world right now is in a kind of a crisis. In any sense.
Actually, we're finding a lot of things that is great to be in Ireland while by being here all this time, like playing in venues, meeting people. So the thing we heard about, but we just discovering it right now when we're here during this time. That's why we want to stay a bit long.
Okay, that's really good indeed. And tell us, how did you guys actually form? You've actually been together a long time, have you?
We started to play together, and when we were 7, 8, we started to play until today. We play together.
It's 1992.
Yeah, it's all about rock and roll. It's bands rock and roll to be together. Yeah, we were born in Gyumri. It's like a second city in Armenia, and it's beginning of 90s. It was a period when the revolution was going on, collapse of Soviet system, war, I don't know, post-earthquake period. The best thing to do was to play rock and roll. Nothing else to do. And it was at the same time the worst thing to find and to do in Armenia.
So through hard times you managed to find a way
life
to
is at a hard time for a soul. Maybe.
And that was an actual period when you were breaking up from Russia and things like that, was it?
Yeah, but breaking off the Soviet system.
Yeah.
Not of Russia.
Yeah. And tell us, what's life actually like in Armenia?
Let's start from the weather. Right now it's -30, 2 meters of snow or 1.5 meter. It's really cold, and I don't know what we understand by saying what is the life. There are a lot of common things if we want to compare to Ireland, and a lot of post-Soviet things that you can't find in Europe. So if you visit Armenia, you'll see. It's a long thing to explain.
Yeah.
But Arman, how is living in Armenia?
I'm thinking I can find. I don't know.
I'm thinking about the sun.
The sun?
Yes, sun. It's very important for me. I never see the
it's
sun
cloudy here.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
And the landscape, the mountainous country. I think it connects the music that we play that we call rock music.
Bring this folk and this.
Yeah, it's a mountainous country. Yeah, covered with snow, the peaks. A little bit, it's reminds you a little bit of a Scotland, but not the green. It's just
actually Armenian nature is very different. Like one day I traveled from west to east, and and I saw like all 4 weathers, and in one day it was amazing. So
if you iron the Armenia, it will be bigger than Russia.
That's like Gyumri joke, like the city where we come from,
Yeah. So I mean, obviously the landscape is different to Ireland, and then you have very contrasting weather forecasts between summer and winter then as well, don't
But at the same time, we have common things. For example, Hair Mair in Gaelic, father, mother. Only in Armenian and in Irish you can find this. Cross stones, New Grange, Stonehenge things. On continent you can find in Armenia. So maybe a couple of thousand years before there were a connection between
the
islanders and
so there's historical monuments basically
that
are kind of similar. I kind of get what you mean, all right. So tell us where did you actually get the band name from?
Oh, we didn't pick the band name. The band name and the band picked us up, because it's already Bambir. It means a troubadour, and at the same time it means a musical instrument. But on the 60s and 70s, there is a band, and till now they are performing. It's Bambir, and we're like together. It's in one band, 2 bands.
Okay.
Because and
so let's make it clear, because Narek's father formed the band Bambir, like the old generation we used to call it, but we don't want to call it like this. Old generation, new generation. We're still playing music, doing CDs together. So he started the band, and we kind of get in the flow, and it's just go by itself.
Pick the name. So one of the festivals, Jag, my father, was said, "What's the name of your kids' band?" He said, "Oh, I really don't know. Just call it Bambir. Just write it down." And we said, "Okay, we're Bambir."
Yeah.
And it's just our tribe, our way of living. Yes.
Very interesting indeed. Yeah. So tell us, have you been to many countries around Europe performing all your music and stuff?
Not around in Europe. Last year we've been recording our album, which hopes soon gonna be released. And we've been to East Europe in a festival, in Poland. It was nice. And it was amazing that I found a lot of Polish people here in Dublin.
Yeah, we also had, I think, as I remember, one concert in Paris before coming to Dublin. Right?
Yes, we had a concert.
Yes.
So we had a trip. It took for us a couple of months to get to Ireland. We started from
Istanbul,
Yerevan, Georgia. Then we went to Istanbul. We had two shows there. Then to France, Normandy, waiting for American troops. We thought it's 1945. Then we said, "No, okay, let's get to Ireland." So we're here, sitting here in this room, talking to you, with the audience.
Excellent. And do you, whereabouts, or like, do you have a place and all to stay in Dublin there for the next couple of months now that you're based in?
Yes, we had a small room which was nice and comfortable, but we decided, man, we have to get a big house.
So it became bigger.
Yes, so in the center, in a city, finding a big house we found out that it's gonna be a problem. So it took us maybe a couple of weeks, and now we're already settled in our nice rooms. House, yes. Nice kitchen. Our drummer, he's not here. Maybe he can hear us. Vartan, we miss you. And he's our cook. Beside of drumming, he is cooking.
He's a great cook. We miss him actually.
Yes, like the third day he's in France, and now we're starving on eating very fast food. Very fast.
Vartan, come back.
So anyway, he'll sort out your appetite and get you on a healthy diet there. Yeah.
So we play instead.
Oh yeah.
Eating notes.
Brilliant. And you are gonna, like, obviously with your drummer and that, you're all gonna be together playing gigs. So can you tell us some upcoming gigs for people to check out over the next while?
Yeah, we're at this Friday we are playing at the King Kong. Yeah, it's in the village. It's a King Kong club, and in the village club. So upstairs we're gonna perform, and then the next day, February 18th, 2012, we are playing at Gypsy Rose with a headlining Crow Black Chicken, wonderful band, and Gypsy Rose.
Yeah. And there's obviously
and 24th at the. Can you? The Mads, MEDZ.
Their PR is telling them what the gigs are. Do you want to actually go on, Mike, and tell us what the gigs are?
Oh no, it's alright, he got them.
Okay, he got them. Okay, alright.
So, do you remember?
Yeah.
It's like 17th on King Kong, like 18th at Gypsy Rose, 24th at the MEDZ. I never forget this.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. And tell us, do you play much in your home country of Armenia over, like, you've been playing since, like, obviously you were saying 1992, like, did you base yourselves most of your career in your own country playing music and recording, or have you just been touring all the time?
Both, but sometimes you just get stuck, sometimes work holds you in some place, but what you do mainly is playing music.
Yeah, but we did have one tour in Armenia, like a couple of years ago. We made it by ourselves, like get all our stuff.
Yeah, after our so second our USA trip, so we came back to Armenia. We said, like, let's have a tournée around Armenia, just through the universities, just rock and roll, awaken young youth to start to travel around the country. It's a small country, but recently people stuck in their cities, you know.
Mhm.
So we thought maybe it's gonna be nice to awaken this new beatnik, neo-beatnik movement in
We
Armenia.
get some connection between them.
We had a wonderful time,
Yes.
so nice.
Um,
And we play, you know. That's a you tour, you perform. I don't know.
Yeah. And do a lot of people do be in contact with you from your own country? Have you a good fan base at home and stuff?
Imagine a small city, not so many rock and roll bands, and sometimes it's unique seeing a rock and roll music. For example, sometimes what we play, what type of music in Armenia. It's like, oh, are you from Armenia? So, no, we're from Gyumri, the second city.
Interesting indeed. Just in terms of, I was just thinking about like the Eurovision. Would you ever consider, or have you tried to enter?
Why
the Eurovision?
not? Yes, we did. We had
We
it.
did once, yes.
Yeah,
We tried it, but
performed.
actually we go
We
to
were
this-
planning, yes, a tour around Europe. We said, oh, it's going to be a nice opportunity to use this Eurovision and just like have our tour.
But we get in this different. There's competition called Euro
Eurovoice, there was something, yeah.
So, yeah, so we
It was
went
in
there
Athens.
representing Armenia, and we got third, I think.
Yeah, third
It
place.
was fun.
Cool. So you were saying there's not really many rock bands in Armenia. So are there many people in Armenia playing music? Do you
There are
think?
a lot of crazy people who love to do rock music, but
Okay.
there is not such kind of a thing as a rock scene or like a rock industry. And that's why I think it's more rock and roll than
Okay.
here in Europe or in America.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's the roots reminding you like 62, 61.
Mm. So it's a fascinating era, isn't it, to get back to?
Yeah.
All right. So obviously, the Eurovision is something you'd probably try and enter for your own country, would you?
The thing is, that type of festivals, it's really getting on your nerves in a sense of, I don't know, maybe there is a musician who's listening. When you're backstage or you're on the stage, there are so intense things that you got nervous from this festival. So it's better to have the concert to play, to
Mm.
concentrate on your music.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, these
You're
are
right.
the small things that like,
Yeah. So
no
you just,
good, no good.
no good. So yeah, I mean, obviously you said like that's a huge audience that you're playing to. So you just prefer recording and getting out and touring in different places.
Yeah,
And
if you
you're
play
very
your-
personal, is it? Very personal.
The
vibe.
thing is, you're playing your own music. You never change your style or your chords or your philosophy, and it doesn't matter where you play.
Mhm.
It's gonna be in Eurovoice, Eurovision. It's gonna be at Woodstock. Doesn't really matter.
Mm.
Just play your music.
Play music, absolutely indeed. Tell us, what's the Armenian language actually like compared to English or Irish? Can you tell what it's like?
alienish. You know,
Yeah.
it's no words you can find. Though they are both from a Indo-European family, but Armenian language has its own way. It has a lot of words, similar words to Persian, though because of neighbors and from the history, from Turkish. But all the grammar and everything, it's so different. And plus, Armenian has 2 grammars and 2 alphabets. That's the disaster thing. You know, like there is Western Armenian and Eastern Armenian. It's not like a dialect or accent. It's totally 2 languages.
Different
Yeah.
way of talking and
A different way of building the sentence, you know.
Okay, so there actually are different accents and stuff in it as well.
Oh, there are a lot of accents,
A
a
lot.
lot of accents. So, for example, our Gyumri dialect, it's in between of Western Armenian and Eastern Armenian.
Okay, so you're kind of borderline is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But West
basically
is
every
not in
region
Armenia.
has its
Western
dialect.
Armenian, it's nowadays Turkey, you know.
Okay.
So the diasporans used to speak that language.
Oh, interesting
Mm.
indeed. Just tell us, in terms of your music style, do you have a kind of a mixture of kind of rock and a small bit of pop, and then there's kind of a little bit of traditional music from your own country, basically, then as well, is it?
Yes, you know, we carry in us everything. Started from the first day of, I think, the human beings' genetics, they can carry that. So the same in our music. It's not only about rock music or folk, it's what you can gather and what you can see. Started from, I don't know, classic composers to nowadays modern avant-garde musicians. Doesn't matter the taste. It's not the ism that gonna tell you like hard rock or it's the idea that tells you how to build your song. Some song can be like very jazz, like bebop. Another song could be like very hardcore, like the idea. Yes.
Makes the sound.
Makes the sound.
Makes the sound, yeah. Interesting. And tell us, in terms of writing your own songs, how do you actually go about it? Do you like to write lyrics or music first, or how does it come to you, and who's good at writing in the band and things like that?
These two are good. Narek and Narek.
I don't know, it's different, you know. For example, me, half of the songs, I have songs written, I think it comes from it comes from the idea. Yes, it comes from the idea, and the idea, it doesn't have to be like as formed in a sentence or with words. Just a feeling, an idea. So you build it, and then you put words. It's totally different when I'm writing, for example, in Armenian and when I write in English. Because when I write in Armenian, I'm more of a lyricist, a poet who wants to write. But in English, I don't know. It's just you feel the rhythm that you construct. I close my eyes and I like paint, like with words.
Painting words and painting music and different things.
Like
yeah. And in terms of the gigs that you're going to be playing around Dublin and probably in parts of Ireland, are you going to have a mixture of English songs and Armenian songs, or how's your set going to work out?
Yeah, we came to Ireland for our tour, like with 44 songs. 44, the same. Well, the other day we realized it's a long story. With 44 songs, yeah, we came to Ireland, and we're gonna perform. There are like Armenian songs, English songs, and in France I tried to write in French, although I don't know French
that well.
like
Okay.
C'est pas possible?
Yeah, Louis parapluie, about a Louis who holds an umbrella in a rainy Paris. Everyone thinks that the London is the rainiest city, but the Paris is the grey.
So basically your set is going to be a real mixture of Armenian tradition.
Of the world.
Yeah, of the world.
It's a small planet.
Yeah,
like soon we're gonna be friends and get in touch with aliens, I'm sure. So we have to be together, these people on the planet Earth.
Brilliant, yeah. And just tell us as well, do you have much knowledge of Irish music? Do you know of many Irish artists or anything that play? Or
about when I was a kid, in our bookshelf, I found an Irish myths, and though my father was into this Celtic and myths and stories, and then I had a couple of CDs from Chieftains, from Dubliners, big LPs, vinyls I had from Dublin. So in our family there was a lot this Irish music, and Irish, Scottish, I don't know. It's and the rock and roll, plus rock and roll connects you with this culture. It's not only the blues or something. That's, I think, why it found a base, this rock and roll movement on the island and on Britain, because of the folk. It has something really rock in itself.
So would that be the type of music you guys at all listen to? Have you got lots of other music that you'd like to listen to as well then?
Me, for example, recently I quit listening to music. It's already enough of music, but different type. For example, Arik, he is now into the Africa. Tina Wiren, wonderful band. Like we start the day from Tina Wiren.
Yeah, they're actually gonna perform here, right?
Yeah, they're gonna perform in Ireland. So started classical music, different.
Yeah, it's a whole range of.
Yeah, we have a whole of everything. We have a heritage of great music. So just.
And just in terms of your own music career, have you guys like since you started back in the 90s, have you released lots of singles and albums and things like that, or what? How have you gone about your whole career?
We had a. Though the recordings, most of the recording that we did, but they didn't release. It's interesting.
Yeah,
we had a
lot of stuff.
Yeah,
like
demos and stuff.
Experimental.
But the stuff that is always releasing the stuff, it's with the old generation Bambir, with Jag. So we do the albums and release the albums because we play with them, 4 of us.
Yeah. So you have a huge collection of music together now at this stage, do you?
Yeah. So to be a musician, you have to play as a musician, not as a songwriter, as a composer. You have to know everything about music and to play almost everything, just to be a little bit literate. And the rest, the creative part, is totally different. It's a craziness. Yeah.
And now that you're actually here in Ireland, are you planning to release more music now over the next while?
Yes. That's absolutely yes. So we'll have a couple of live sessions recorded, or even just a single or 3 songs.
Cool.
But there will be something.
There'll be some sort of single or EP or all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us, do you have any hobbies that you like to do apart from music?
No.
I like to do animations, basically, like
Playing billiard, Arman loves
Yeah.
to playing pool. Yeah.
but not real one. I don't have this chance.
Drawing.
Drawing, yes, Arik draws very
I'm
well.
drawing.
Also.
So you're quite artists, yeah?
Yes, and we want to play football.
Yeah.
Not we want to.
Last one
We have a
month
wonderful
want to play
park around
Yeah.
our house, so we will.
And the Armenian team are improving a bit, aren't they, now in the international football scene?
Oh yes.
Yeah, they gave you a victory, or you took it. I don't know. You know, for this Euro 2012, you won Armenian team, Irish team national.
Yeah,
Yes.
they did quite well. All right, I have to say. And so obviously, like that's something that's gonna get better. I mean, a lot of
but
the
though they don't have rugby in Armenia.
yeah. I think a lot of the Eastern European countries are getting a lot better and technically skillful, aren't they now at this stage?
Yes, I'm wondering why Chinese can't win the World Cup. There are like billion of Chinese and
Yeah,
there
there's
are
a
not 43 or 20 football players.
I know, yeah. You should be able to pick out loads of footballers out of it.
Hard
Out
to
of
choose.
it.
Yeah, hard to
That's
choose. That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. So just in terms of what's your future plans? What are you hoping to do now that you're here in Ireland and stuff?
Just live the day, play the music, enjoy the stage, and continue creating.
Yeah. And you're going to hopefully then release some sort of material.
Yes,
then.
it will. It will happen.
Yeah, it
I'm
will.
sure.
Yeah. And what's the plan then? Like when you leave Ireland, are you going to go back home, or have you any ideas what you're going to do after?
This is musician's life. It's connected with a traveling. We don't know sure what we're gonna do, but I'm sure we're gonna play music and travel.
I'm pretty sure we'll definitely come back.
Yeah, it's
within Ireland and six months.
so dear right now. It became Dublin and becoming. Ah.
Yes.
And so far, you've got a really good reaction here in Ireland, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People love what we do.
Yeah.
They
Just-
get into it. Yes, it's very good feeling to have this contact while playing. Gives you a lot of energy to do it again and again.
Yeah.
It gives you back the energy that you give them. It's very important.
And do you know, is there many artists that you're going to be playing with over the next couple of months? They're going to be playing on the same nights and stuff. Do you know of any information about that? Or?
Yes, Crop Like Chicken, with whom we're gonna play on 18th of February at Gypsy Rose. Oh, they're a wonderful blues dirty band. I mean, in a sound, like nice guitar playing and tight band. The rest, there are a lot of bands, good bands, medium bands, bands that really want to say something, bands that want to get rich and popular.
I find a lot of bands here at the moment are kind of writing songs with the government. You probably don't know that, but they're kind of writing about the government because they're not doing a great job and things like that. And you'll probably come along across that maybe when you're gigging.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, your music type will be completely different. You're trying to bring something happiness.
Yeah,
and
but though at
passion.
the same time, yes. But it doesn't matter. No, the happiness is hidden in the unhappy states. Sometimes, you have to face that unhappiness to be happy. So let's not make ourselves blind.
Yeah. And just in terms of, I just wanted to finally finish up on talking about Armenia. Is the country is it quite poor, or are there a few rich people, or what way is it economically, I suppose?
It's a medium economically. I think there are a lot of rich people and there are a lot of poor people, and the rich people are less, poor people are more. And as the Irish, the same lot of immigration started from a beginning of 20th century till now. It continues. Things slowly go to a positive direction, but who knows? It depends from a person every person who lives in a country. Yeah, we have to be aware. We have to be in charge.
Yeah, so there's kind of the
screams sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So it is similar to Ireland in terms
It is.
of people.
It's everywhere is the same. Right now, this worldwide crisis, it like connected the world together.
It's connected with the world
Let's
together.
suffer together.
And I even find a lot more people are playing music because of it now as well. Isn't that another thing?
I hope so.
Yeah, indeed. Before you go, what's there's a website and stuff to check you out, and there's Facebook and stuff.
Yeah,
So you're going to tell us about that?
There's a website, thebambir.com, Facebook, the Bambir, and the YouTube. I think the YouTube is the best thing to catch like music, like shows, to listen.
Yeah, there's live performances on your
you push and you find
your YouTube
music.
things like that. Yeah. So what's the website again? Is it
thebambir.com.
Grand. So you can check it out on that.
Yeah.
And then
unfortunately, English language doesn't have this r letter.
Yeah. So it's and you'll get it on
it's
Facebook.
Bambir.
Grand, brilliant stuff indeed. We're going to play out a track on your CD now. But thanks very much, guys, for coming in this week.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the very best with the tour in Ireland and stuff. And hope you get on really well. And hopefully, it's something that the Irish people and even some, as you're saying, Polish people and different people of different nationalities living in Ireland will catch on to your music. So it should be very interesting indeed. So I wish you the best of luck. And thanks very much.